Right, I made contact with Soho. We are the only ones who can move now. I'm going to save Ellie. And I'm going to save, just in case I get my ass handed to me. That is absurd. Even if you are able to catch her with days, you will not have enough energy to make it back. Even so, I still must go. Ellie's taking a whole burden upon herself. If anything happens to her, I want to be there with her. Hey, wait a minute. You know I'm going to stand by and let you commit double suicide? If that's what you're planning? But you better come back alive, yeah? Promise me that you'll come back alive! Then I'll let you go. Alright then. I promise you that I'll return with Ellie. You bloody better. Yeah, of course. Alright then. We'll get going. But let him go, Satan, and shut up, you tarts. At this point, Faye's the only one that will be able to bring Ellie back. There's nothing we can say or do about it. You're right. You are right. Faye keeps your promise. No matter what. Faye and Ellie, both of you, come back home. Pikachu. I appreciate this, Bart, and the rest of you. Well, I had better get going now, but don't worry, I'll be back soon. I guess this will be the last journey you and I make together, old boy. I'm counting on you, partner. Man, I must suck at this. I swear last time it was easier. Yeah, I got whooped, but fuck me, not as bad as I got whooped this time. Hey, Prey Mantis. Prey Mantis, gooey. That's one fucking huge thing. Ready? She's even got fucking high heels. It's a bit weird. Yes, we have to fight, what is it called? Ouroboros. According to one wanker, it's supposed to be extremely easy. But it says hit hyper mode, but it doesn't say how you fucking do it. If it was that fucking easy. Where am I? That's Ellie. This must mean that I am inside a desk. Oh, there, get ready for a long-winded explanation. Not exactly. Your actual body is but a physical object. It has merely been absorbed into Dare's outer shell. Only your consciousness is here. Of course, the girl you perceive in front of you is also not a true being. Your consciousness is merely creating her image. But the wave existence, no, that's not you. Who are you? It can't be. Is that you, Krillin? That's right, isn't it, Krillin? It was you who did this to Ellie. The path of Sephiroth has been connected. No one can stop God from returning to his world now. So what have you come here for, Lacan? I come here to take the person I love back with me. So set Ellie free. The Deus Ex system has been destroyed. It's all over now. So instead I ask you, what are you hoping to achieve now? The time when all things started, the place where all things were one. I am going to return there. What place? Before the beginning of the universe, in the undulating waves of the higher dimension, all things were one. It was the waves spilling out from there that created this four-dimensional universe of ours. Mankind and the souls of mankind that were born from there are merely leftovers of those spilled waves. So, you're going back there. Is that what you decide? Lacan, why such reluctance to become one with God? What attachment could you possibly have to this wretched old world? What meaning can be found in living such a short existence, hurting others, hurting yourself, grinding one another down, only to inevitably die and return to dust? Why everything we could ever desire is here? We need to be troubled by the need for love? For this place is filled with the love of God. I have not lost hope in humans as much as you have, Quilly. Someday, humankind will come to understand one another. I sincerely believe that. How can you be so sure humans will never come to understand each other? You said that she is the person you love, but can you say that you even truly understand each other? All humans do is place themselves in a comfortable distance from each other and call that mutual understanding, spiritual unity, or true love. But it is all lies. Man cannot associate with others without first deceiving themselves. That is the way they were created. But one's being's ego can't determine everyone's fate. People have the right to choose their own destiny. That is why humans have free will. And what if that will itself was predetermined? What then? Oh, what folly. Humans are just primitive life forms that have no such thing as free will. Mankind was merely being allowed to live in an imperfect state, as is, as will be. It is from this very reason, because humans have this wretched will or whatnot, that humans must experience sadness and loss. For someone to gain something means another must lose it. It is impossible to make mankind share limited things and affection. So, I came to the conclusion that everything must be reverted back to where it all began, to go back to when all was one, waves and nothing else. It is not my human's ego, it is the will of the waves, the will of God. Well, that's alright too. We don't have to be perfect. Actually, being imperfect makes mankind live by helping each other. That's what being human is. That's mutual understanding. That's unity and love. I'm glad, no, I'm proud to be human. Ellie placed the future tomorrow in our hands based on our choice, and she is working to keep Daz far from our planet. She is also trying to heal your heart, you who wants to journey all alone to be with God. Can't you understand Ellie's feelings? Do you have to become one with God before you are able to comprehend all of this? I understand. I know her feelings, as if they were my own. Yes, she and I are one. We don't need God's help. Well then, prove it to me. Show me this power of humans. Show me this love that you say can make you independent of God. Let me just save it there. Just in case I get my ass handed to me. By the way, do not take this Miang lightly. Whatever they say in these walkthrough guides, she is not a pussy. Come on, let me have my fucking id system, you bastard. I'd love to know why it keeps coming up with pause. What is it, that time in a month or something? Ooh. Ooh. Do not underestimate her. Actually, that's probably just me speaking. Oh. Nice. A few more of those and we'll have this wrapped up by lunchtime. Alright. Gee, well. Take it. Take some. Well, that's hardly taken. Ah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I can live with that. Couple more of those and we're good to go. Every little counts. Get off. Stop trying to rape me, woman. Make the most of it, because that will be the last thing you ever do. What's her name? Ouroboros. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. In your face, bitch. Well, I say bitch, it could be a bloke. Well, either way, in your face, bitch. I'm not sexist. I call men bitches too. I don't care. Ellie! Thank fuck for that. Do you know how many times it took me to beat this? Because, anyway. Bye! It was Krillian. Krillian, release me! Krillian? Yes. I came to understand after becoming one with Krillian. His heart was so full of sadness. That is why he desired for he and I to become one with God. Because that would be the return to the beginning of everything, he told me. You should be with him. That is what he said. You see, he already knew. Yes, he already knew how I felt, how you felt, but there is nothing we or he could do. He had no choice but to go forward, even if it meant he lost all feelings, lost everything that was human. For all mankind's sake, there was no going back. Even looking back held to many memories, and he would have just wanted to go back, even though he couldn't. So please forgive him. Krillian loved people more than anyone else. I somehow knew it all along. Yeah, I'm just making shit up now. I just knew he was really that kind of person. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I was wrong. I thought sacrificing myself in order to save others was the right thing to do. But my actions only brought sadness to all the people who I left behind. And that sadness gave birth to even more sadness. As long as I still live within you, my life is not just mine alone. Ellie, that isn't wrong. To sacrifice yourself for others is a noble thing. Even if it were to benefit yourself, it's no problem. There will always be a person healed, one or the other. Love gains its original shine only when there's an interrelationship between the giver and the receiver. It is incomplete when one or the other is missing. The two are one. It was you, Ellie, who taught me that. I believe it is what it means to be human. I can now understand the true importance of it. I don't know if it's the right answer or not, but we have a lot of time to think about it. When Krillian himself was looking at for all along, we will find the answer to it all ourselves. Then thank you, Faye. And now I'm just going to quickly stop it. Ellie! I'm going to turn this up, nothing personal.
Let's return to our planet.
That light. It's the point of contact with our world. But the dimensional shift has already begun. Will we make it in time?
Can you run?
If we're together, I can.
Krillian, you.
There's no time. This place is about to be destroyed. Now there is no more God. This is no longer their planet. This is your home planet that you are now standing on.
Krillian, you aren't going, are you?
No. Since that time, I have stopped being human. I've committed so many sins that any attempt at living like a human is impossible. The only one who could have forgiven me was God.
That's not true. I know they would understand. There's still plenty of time to atone for your sins. You, of all people, could do it.
Always the peacemaker, eh, Lacan? Perhaps that's what it means to be human. But regardless, I cannot go. It's something I've already decided. I go to walk with God, even if there's no place left for me upon my return. I must go now.
Krillian.
Actually, I envy you too.
What happened?
Waves from the explosion disrupted the ionosphere, making it impossible to get a visual. They were probably caught up in the explosion.
That's a lie! He'll come back. He promised us he would. I know it.
Like a proud wolf alone in the dark, with eyes that watch the world, and my name like a shadow on the face of the moon. Broken mirror, a million shades of light,
So I hope you all enjoyed that. That was 100 hours in the making. Probably one of the longest games I've ever played in my life. And I still would love to see a remake of Xenogears and the other 5 parts as well. Anyway, thank you for everyone that watched my playthrough, and the next game won't be as long, believe. Anyway, thank you very much, and you all take care, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.